Thank you for joining us on the newsroom. I'm Simisola Adigun. These are the trending headlines at this time. The Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed July 21 for the arraignment of former Minister of Aviation Stella Odua, who is standing trial alongside 8 others on a 25-count charge bordering on alleged conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining anonymous bank accounts. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had alleged that Odua misappropriated public funds estimated at 5 billion naira while serving as a minister. Justice Iyangeko, who adjourned the case for the commencement of trial, warned that any defendant who is absent from court on that fixed date would be committed to prison. About 60 constitutional and human rights lawyers have at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory has filed a contempt charge against the Director General of the State Security Service, Yusuf Bichi, over alleged disobedience to multiple judgment and court orders directing the release of the suspended Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele from custody of the agency. The contempt charge is seeking to commit the DSS chief to prison in line with provisions of the law on violation of lawful order of a competent court. The lawyers, led by Maxwell Opara and Abdulaziz Tijani, pray the court to commit the DSS DG to prison until he purges himself of the contempt. Meanwhile, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has faulted Russia's decision to halt its participation in the Black Sea Grain Initiative. In a tweet on Monday, the former Minister of Finance expressed disappointment, saying the stoppage of the deal would be felt most severely by poor countries. Earlier, Russia said it will no longer cooperate with a deal that allowed the safe Black Sea export of Ukraine's grain. The White House has challenged comments made by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. about COVID-19 as vile amid broader condemnation of the Democratic presidential candidate's claim that the virus was manipulated to target white and black people. Chairman of the Democratic National Committee also called the comments deeply troubling, tweeting that they do not represent the views of the party. On Monday, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee had released a statement saying the environmental lawyer and anti-vaccine activist should be prevented from serving as an elected official. In business, the Poultry Association of Nigeria has decried the price of maize, a significant feed for birds. According to the association, the high surge in the price of maize and the near absence or scarcity of the product is causing farmers to close down their poultry farms because it is no longer sustainable to feed the birds and be in business. In a joint statement on Monday, the association said the government's failure to intervene would collapse the industry. On the global scene, the death toll in an investigation linked to a Kenyan cult that practiced salvation to meet Jesus Christ has exceeded 400 after 12 more bodies were found on Monday. The Coast Regional Commissioner, Rhoda Onyacha, said following the latest round of exhumations in the Shakahola forest, cult leader Paul Mackenzie allegedly urged followers to starve to death. The death toll increased to 403. The commissioner also added that investigations will continue as well as the search for more graves in the forest where the first victims, some dead, others alive, but weakened and emaciated, were discovered on April 13. In sports, the 2026 Commonwealth Games may not go ahead after the Australian state of Victoria withdrew as host, saying it was not prepared to spend as much as $7 billion on a 12-day sporting event. In an announcement labelled by the Commonwealth Games Federation as hugely disappointing, the Victorian Premier, Daniel Andrews, said the cost of hosting the event had blown out from an earlier estimate of $2.6 billion. Andrews said his government would redirect the money to regional housing and sporting infrastructure. Well, that's all on the newsroom at this time. Join us again for more headline stories. Bye for now.